Here we are, guys. Down here. I was looking for the cow. Hold on a second. Guess I need the light. Another late night cow checking mission, guys. Couldn't see her on the cameras in the barn. Still hadn't had a calf. About 5 days after her due date. Starting to get a little worried. But my grandpa said that he's seen them go up to 45 days past. I don't like that, but I just hope she has it here in the next couple days. It's the only bad thing when you AI and they don't come on the date. It starts to worry me. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, guys, have a wonderful night. For some reason, one of the other cows is hanging out outside the fence over there. Right there. Not sure why, but no calf tonight. Hopefully I'll come down in the morning and it's standing there eating, because that would mean she had it on her own and it was healthy and I could stop worrying. Down here in my shorts and pajamas at 11 o'clock at night because I couldn't get the camera to work. She wasn't in the barn. But at least she's not having trouble having it or something. Alright, guys. Have a good night. Peace. Here we are, guys. Late night check on this cow. I couldn't find her. She wasn't on the cameras. I was getting ready to go in the field to walk the field for her to find her, and she came to me. Her tail head's dropped a little bit. Might have a little more milk. Hoping I come down here tomorrow and she got a baby. But she's definitely still a hog. Still a big hog wanting some feed. As soon as you have that baby, you can have some feed. Got it? You lay down and have that baby, you can have some feed. Lots of it. Much as you want. Much as we got. Well, that's a 11 o'clock at night cow checking for you. Maybe we should go cow tipping. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. This is Doug signing out. It's kind of our little hangout spot here in the horse barn. That's old Mouse Cat. Mouse Cat is my niece's cat that just kind of showed up one day, and my one niece said, I think I'll call her Mouse Cat. And that's what she does. She kills mice and birds, and we feed her some cat food too, but we even cut her a little cat door in that stall for the winter when the big doors are shut. There's our loft storage in the horse barn. Got hay on this side. We've got 3 stalls on that side, and there's 1 stall right there behind that. All of them identical, 12 by 12s. It's my niece's ride, little Razor. But it's kind of our horse barn setup. We got camera up there to keep an eye on them. Last night there were fireworks, and I thought the pony would freak out because she was locked in. The other horse is used to it. She's been here for a long time. Pony has too, but she'd never been locked in during them. And she was just sticking her head out trying to watch them, because they were right over out that door over in the neighbor's field. But it's our horses, Lacey and Sassy. And I'm sitting in my office chair here in the barn. So we actually had a barn just like this before this one that was only a year old, and I had a calf in the barn up here in the stall that we found out in the field during the winter. And I had he was in this stall here. I had a heat lamp on him. Well, there became a short in that heat lamp cord, and we were sitting on the couch one night, and a lady came to the door and said, "Your barn's on fire." It was February, middle of winter, just snow everywhere. The whole driveway was ice. My car wouldn't even get out of the driveway that day. And I got my shoes on about halfway, took off running, and got out here. I opened the big barn door to be able to get the calf out. The horses weren't in here. They were out in the field. Yeah. This is our draft horse, Lacey. My pap raised her, and my mom and I traded 2 old cows for a few years ago. She's pretty tall. She's my mom rides her. Hasn't in a while, but she did ride her. And then we have this girl here. And this girl has a sore foot. Her name is Sassy. She's a Welsh pony, and she has a sore foot down there, and we have been doctoring her for that. That's why she's locked in the barn. I introduced you to him on my first video, but we've been giving her bute to help her with her sore foot. We'll probably maybe do that later sometime too. But here is Sassy. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but you'll be able to see it in a minute when she picks her head up. We put a grass muzzle on her. And it's funny because this pony we can never keep a halter on. And I didn't think the grass muzzle was going to work, because she throws her halter every time she's got it on. No matter how tight you got it. We've tried tightening it up tighter, so it's basically as tight as we can get it, and it still be able to get her mouth open, and she always seems to get it off. Well, today we've got the grass muzzle on, and it seems to be stayed on. So see, we marked it with the pink, my sister marked it with the pink tape, because we didn't think that it would be, we didn't think that it would stay on. That's how we're going to find it out in the field whenever she loses it, or if she loses it. Now we'll take that off when we call them in the barn later, and she'll be able to have it off for a little while. But she's got it on. So like I said, I didn't think it would stay on. My bet was less than an hour it would stay on, but it's been on for about 24 hours, so doing pretty good. And she's able to get out, and she was running earlier today, so must be feeling somewhat better. And they're playing in the creek right now. I don't know, usually don't see them do this, but today they decided they want to play in the creek. So Lacey and Sassy, and then there's Bella in the background. On the other side of the fence, there's a fence line right there. It's pretty grown up right now. I need to spray, but actually most of those weeds aren't on it. But anyway, that's about all I got for that, guys. There's the rest of the cows. Here we are, guys, back again up here in the back pasture. This is just, my house is down over the hill. If you go through them trees right there, and then back up a hill. But just checking on the ladies and gentlemen. See where they were this morning. I have a hard time counting them down there in that, but they're looking good. Getting closer and closer to when the calves should start coming out. That cow that we've got in the barn still hasn't had her calf. She was due the 30th. But I talked to my grandfather last night, and he's kind of my encyclopedia of cow knowledge. Been doing it for many years, and he said that they can go 45 days either way. I mean, may not be just old farmer knowledge. She is showing, just calf isn't popping out yet, and she hasn't had anything hanging out, so hopefully everything goes all right with that. But she still hasn't had it yet. We're still on watch. I still think she is bred, because we had her palpated by the vet, and she was bred, but unless I got my dates wrong, it was supposed to be the 30th. I usually keep a pretty decent record. But anyway, there are the cows this morning, and they're hanging out back here in the trees. The funny thing is, it's cool this morning. Only in the 60s, I would say, and maybe 70. With a nice breeze, and yesterday it was 90 and they were out in the middle of everything. I don't know. It don't make sense sometimes. But there's your cow update for the morning. Hey guys, welcome back. Doug here again. Just wanted to show you this awesome sunset we've got. Awesome sunset we've got here on the farm, and might be a little better. Anyway, I know it's been a little longer than usual since we put a video out, but really nothing's happened. Like I said, it'll ramp back up a lot in August when we start having calves. There ain't nothing more I'd like than going out and checking calves and looking to see how they're growing and stuff. Still no calf from the one we've got in the barn. She's about 8 days past her due date, what her due date would have been from the time we AI'd her. My grandpa said it can go up to 45 days, but beginning to think that she lost her calf after we palpated her the one time, or I guess she may just still have it, but I don't know. We'll find out here hopefully soon. She doesn't have it by the end of August, which is over a month away, then we'll know. But 45 days would put it August 15th, but any of the other ones I had were 1 or 2 days off. That was it. And both of them came early. I had 2 last year, and they both came early. So I don't know. Just getting into this AI stuff, but it's really, really confusing as to why she hasn't had her calf yet. So like I said, we had her palpated and checked, and she was bred, and I guess we'll see. So guys, see in the thumbnail that I said I made a huge mistake. Now, I guess the mistake wasn't really a costly mistake, but the mistake was I got too excited too quickly for this cow to have her calf, and I'm still excited, but I got my hopes up that she would have it on the due date and everything would be all good. But as I said in a couple of the videos, a couple parts of the video, there's a variable with cows when they're bred. They can go 45 days either way. Before the due date, after the due date. I don't think it happens very often, but it can go 45 days from each thing. And if I hadn't have had her palpated, then I wouldn't have been so excited. And I AI'd her, so I know exactly when we bred her. There is the possibility, though, that she lost the calf after we palpated her. So we palpated her in November. She could have lost the calf between then and now. I see the cows every day. I haven't seen any signs of her losing a calf, but I guess it's possible. She does seem to be showing signs that she'll have it soon, but at the same time, she hasn't had it. It's been 9 days since her due date. I don't know, but this was a pretty fun video. I got to show you a little bit of the horses and everything else. And here at the end, there's going to be a picture of a calf on the screen and a head chute tied up. That is my first AI calf that we ever had, and we sold him this past fall to a young gentleman in the Columbus area, and that's what he grew into. His name, when we had him, his name was Jimmy, and we were very excited about him. And I just realized that I've got the TV on in the background and you're listening to Disney Channel. But I don't know, guys. Happy to post the video. I hope you guys learned something. Don't get your hopes up. You gotta be patient when it comes to having calves. And hey, love you guys. Have a wonderful evening.